The Monday, November 15th City of Vandalia Council meeting is now called to order. We'll start with a moment of reflection, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Council, we have no minutes to approve, nor do we have any communications, petitions, or awards, or public hearing. And that brings us to comments from interested citizens. And please note, per the advice of our city attorney, that anyone wishing to speak tonight needs to be here personally, so we will not be taking any comments for anybody online or on Zoom. So if there's anyone who would like to make any comment, please step to the podium, state your name and address for the record, and your comments.
Good evening, Holly Wiggins, 660 Castle Creek Drive. I'm here for AES Ohio. We just kicked off with the Salvation Army 2 weeks ago, the Gift of Power program. Sorry, lost my words for a moment. Just wanted to make you aware of that. We are fundraising for that now. AES Ohio put the seed money in for this year, but be aware we will be opening applications up. It's always the Tuesday after Martin Luther King Day, so just keep that in mind as citizens come to see you. The purpose is, as the bills come in from the heating season, to help those that need help, those that have had medical issues, other things that have just caused them to go over the edge and they can't afford their heat for the year. So wanted to make you aware of that. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Wiggins. Is there anyone else who would like to speak? Okay, we'll move on to the city manager's report, where we have some information items. Mr. Wendt?
Thank you, Your Honor. City offices will be closed on Thursday, November 25th for Thanksgiving, and also Friday, November 26th. The Recreation Center will be open on Thanksgiving Day from 7 a.m. until noon for the fitness area and track. The Recreation Center will resume regular hours and schedule on Friday, November 26th. And I just presented on the compensation plan, so no further items, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. We have no old business, and we have two resolutions tonight. That first one being Resolution 21-R-69. Mr. McDonald, by title only.
A resolution awarding the bid for the Gabriel Street Reconstruction project requested by the Public Works Department to Strom Construction, Inc. at the lowest and best bid price of $739,492.
Thank you. Mr. Wendt?
On November 5th, the city opened sealed bids for the Gabriel Street Reconstruction project. Bids ranged from $739,492 to $941,736. We have $781,666 appropriated in the 2021 capital improvement budget for this project. I'm recommending that the bid be awarded to Sturm Construction as the lowest and best bidder at their bid price of $739,492. If you recall, staff applied, Public Service Director Cron applied for the Ohio Public Works Commission funding in late 2020. We weren't initially selected, but were placed on the contingency list. This October, we were notified that we'd receive funding in the amount of $398,832. 50% of that is a grant. 50% is a 5-year zero-interest loan. Staff performed the engineering and design work for the project in-house in order to maximize funding. And since the project is being bid so late in the year, I wouldn't anticipate a project start date until spring of 2022, and with a tentative completion date in August 2022.
Thank you. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion that we approve Resolution 21R69.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Blakesley and a second by Councilwoman Forrest to approve Resolution 21-R-69 as presented. Are there any comments?
Just like to make one and thank all the staff for the work they've put into obtaining the grants.
Thank you. All right. Call the roll.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Woods,
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley,
Yes.
Councilmember Follak,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Ayers,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. Next, we have Resolution 21-R-70. Mr. McDonald?
A resolution adopting 2022 citywide policy goals.
Mr. Wendt?
Thank you, Your Honor. At our council policy retreat or goal-setting retreat, we talked about citywide policy goals. From that workshop, we have 7 goals that have been derived that we've put forward. We would request that council adopt these as a resolution. In order to establish that, I'll use these to inform decision-making in each department as our departments develop their goals. And of course, we'll use these icons that we've included as indicators as to how our legislation moving forward works toward accomplishing council's policy goals. And so I think that this is a big systems win for how we do business as an organization.
All right, thank you. Have a motion?
I move that we approve Resolution 21R70 as presented.
Second.
Have a motion by Councilwoman Farson, and a second by Councilman Follak to approve Resolution 21-R-70 as presented. Are there any comments?
I just want to say thank you. I think that retreat on the goal setting allowed us to communicate very well and have a great dialogue on how we saw us, the city going forward. So I really appreciate that.
I agree with Councilwoman Farson. I think it gave all of us, and especially you, a good idea of where, what's important to us and moving the city forward. You call the roll?
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Woods,
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley,
Yes.
Councilmember Follak,
Yes.
Councilmember Farce,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Ayers,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, the motion carries 7-0. We have no ordinances in their first reading, nor do we have any ordinances in their second reading, and that brings us to an emergency ordinance, which is 21-30. Mr. McDonald?
An ordinance approving individual assessment amounts and directing the finance director or her designee to certify the amounts to the county auditor for collection and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Mr. Wendt?
Thank you, Your Honor. This emergency ordinance assesses properties for delinquent accounts relating to stormwater fees, trash collection, weed cutting, and sewer and water.
Thank you. Since this is an emergency ordinance, we will open a public hearing, so if anyone would like to comment on this ordinance, please step to the podium, state your name and address for our record, and your comment. Being none, I'll close the public hearing. Do I have a motion?
Your Honor, I'll move to approve ordinance 21-30 as an emergency.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Follak and a second by Councilman Blakesley to approve ordinance 21-30 as an emergency. Are there any comments? Call the roll.
Councilmember Woods,
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley,
Yes.
Councilmember Follak,
Yes.
Councilmember Farce,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Ayers.
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, the motion carries 7-0. And brings us to reports from boards and commissions. The first item is a variance for an outdoor area for storage for 6161 Ventura. Mr. Wendt?
Thank you, Your Honor. The applicant, TrustCore Corporation, has requested a variance to increase the amount of outdoor storage area permitted by code. Per city code, outdoor storage area shall not occupy an area larger than 25% of the principal building's footprint. The requested variance is to allow for an increase in outdoor storage area to 89% of the principal building footprint. The applicant indicated in their letter of justification that the outdoor storage has reached its maximum capacity, and TrustCore has experienced a 126% growth over the last 12 months, thus the need to expand storage. At its meeting, the Board of Zoning Appeals voted 5-0 to recommend approval of the request, and this matches the staff recommendation.
Thank you. Can I have a motion?
Your Honor, I move that we approve the variance at 6161 Ventnor Avenue.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Lewis and a second by Councilwoman Farce to approve the variance for area storage at 6161 Ventura. Are there any comments? Call the roll.
Councilmember Blakesley,
Yes.
Councilmember Follak,
Yes.
Councilmember Farce,
Yes.
Member Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Woods,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Ayers,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. We'll move on to the October 2021 bill listing in the amount of $2,265,070.82, and the October expenses over $50,000, and the October purchase card detail in the amount of $16,782.55. That brings us to council comments. We'll start with Mr. McDonald. Mr. Wendt.
Nothing, Your Honor, thank you.
Councilwoman Forrest.
I don't have anything tonight, thank you.
All right. Councilman Blakesley.
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Councilwoman Woods.
Yes, I just want to say it was my first opportunity this past week to attend the Planning Commission meeting. I really felt like our staff was extremely well-prepared to deal with questions and could work with the citizens. I don't think anyone left here with hard feelings. It was just very impressive as to the work that they did and how they handled that.
All right, thank you. Councilman Lewis.
Two quick things. One, thank the committee and our city manager for running through the compensation plan and compensation policy. It's great to finally get traction there, and I think it will pay dividends with our whole city down the pike. And I'd also like to give you a triple word score for the word empiricism used in your presentation. And that's all I have this evening.
I had to look that one up. All right, thank you. Councilman Pollak.
Just a couple things real quick. One, I know there was some discussion on social media about the Helke Road project. So I'm just glad to see that project is coming to completion. It looked like a second final coat might have been going on part of it today.
The base coat is completely done. There's an intermediate course that they're going to do tomorrow, and Wednesday they will put the final. It's 3 layers.
So, and ahead of schedule, so that's good. Thank you. And then question, is trash pickup delayed both days for the Thanksgiving holiday or just the one? Do we know?
I don't know off the top of my head, but we'll definitely put out social media posts and all of that. I think we have them pre-scheduled.
Okay.
So,
Okay, thank you.
yeah, it's on Rumpke's website, so we'll make sure that it's up and we communicate it.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Vice Mayor Ehlers.
Yeah, something I was going to mention is I went to the rec center this week and noticed that we have a big, beautiful new Christmas tree out there that will be decorated here shortly, so it's at that time of the year. Thank you.
All right. I got a couple things. Like to recognize Olivia Follick. That is Chief Follick and Amy's daughter. She finished up her senior volleyball season this year. She had quite a few accolades. I'll mention a few of them. She was named the team MVP. She was named to the first team Miami Valley League, and she was the Miami Valley League Player of the Year. And she also received the Aviator Academic Award. She also set some school records this year, and one of them was the most blocks in a year, and then she also had the highest percentage of aces served for a career. So congratulations to her. And then also mention that she and Danny Hollop also represented the Vandalia Butler School District in the District 15 Senior All-Star match yesterday. I'd also like to recognize Evan Neely because she played in the soccer all-star game for Vandalia Butler this past weekend as well, and we have quite a few good athletes here in our community, and we appreciate everything they've done and all the hard work that they put in. That's all I've got. The meeting is adjourned.